This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
Hello, BodySlams podcast viewers, and welcome to what is this, episode 4, I believe? Yeah, we're on a roll right now. You're watching Breakfast and BodySlams. I'm one of your co-analysts. I'm Chio Frost here, and we have some things to talk to you about, especially about the WWE Royal Rumble coming up next Saturday, January 29th. So this a week ahead of time has to be our prediction show. So it is what it is, because usually we like to do predictions the same day, but since WWE switched their schedule from doing Sundays to Saturdays, it's kind of like, we got to give an early preview, even though they still got Raw and SmackDown and whatever else, like NXT and stuff like that, the whole week leading up to it still. But it is what it is. At the top of the hour, you got to see, as it was scrolling by, the Devereaux Sports team of other shows that are Monday through Sunday there. You can catch us just about every day of the week. You know, jump over to Devereaux Sports on Facebook, YouTube, even Twitter as well. See what those knuckleheads are up to, especially that Gobbler guy. And I want to give a shout out to all of our podcast affiliates out there. Some I was chilling with this past week. Some I was chilling online here with two of our guys who stepped in with us last Sunday, and that is the two Daves, DB Richards and Dave Keener from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast. Last night I got to run into one of our other affiliates, Mr. Rob Williams from the Bob Culture Wrestling Podcast. Bob Culture Podcast. I don't think it has wrestling in there. I have to double check though. See, I'm slacking on my research here and stuff like that. The guys all the way from north of me, none other than Anthony, Andy, and Brian, all at the Tornado Tag Podcast. The guys over at Backstabbers Wrestling Podcast, and all the way from Puerto Rico, that little island to the south of Florida, Conversación de Lucha Libre. And not only Royal Rumble we're going to cover some news, notes, and whispers, whatever's going on in the world of wrestling. I know each one of my colleagues there, we all grab some different news from different places. So some I may not have in my notes, they might have in theirs, and vice versa. We're going to try to break down whatever we can. And me and Joey Image, we're definitely going to do a review of Pro Wrestling Magic last night. They had their show, People Mover, with they had Davey Richards on hand. So but without any further ado, let's get this party started. Let me bring in the guy I was chilling with last night. We were kicked back in the gorilla area, eating some leftover munchos right now from last night. But we were holding it down as I was hacking away with a scratch in my throat. My man, the Italian stallion himself, all the way from Atlantic City and wherever else he wants to be from. He is that Italian hero, Mr. That Image Guy, Joey Image.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm hurting after that long drive.
Me
Got
too. I had
like
almost like 14 whole minutes to get to my house last night
oh fuck
from the
you.
show.
I got to bed late. I woke up late. I looked at my clock. It said 10 o'clock. Like, oh shit, my equipment is still in my bags. So I had to run down here, break everything out my bag, set everything up, make some coffee, eat whatever leftover breakfast I had, and yummy. Mm.
I hear you.
But yeah.
I look and sound okay.
Yeah, you
I
do.
got a
You do.
little new setup here going on. New camera, new well, same
Can't
microphone, just new
can't
camera.
I guess we didn't work on that I guess that green screen effect background's giving you problems, I guess.
Yeah, I still can't do that. I'm trying to put myself in Blockbuster again. It
All
worked. It worked a couple weeks ago when I tried it. I don't understand what's going on,
right.
but I don't.
Hey, it'll come with due time. But let's bring in that that other that not he's not that image guy. He's that Bernard guy. He's at Saint Bernard. He's the better Bernard. He's the heavyweight champion of the Bernard brothers. He is our undisputed, reigning and defending big brother, Mikey.
Hey, everybody. That's right. The
Mm,
better Bernard. Hey, I
Michael,
am
Michael,
the champ.
Michael.
The champ's here.
As you can see, he got his fan base behind him.
Now, you see that? You see that? You don't see that on Gobbler Inc., do you?
And no,
I got
hell
fans.
no, not at all. Like Pat needs to step his game up, and people don't forget out there, and if you have to vote for whatever this voting podcasting that Pat has going on thing, if you ain't gonna vote for like me or Joey or Dennis or whoever else, at least vote for Mikey. Prove that why he is better than his brothers at least. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any one of us here, you should vote for it because we're the prime show. We've said this
yes,
last year. We're saying it
exactly.
again.
We're just like Optimus. We are Optimus Prime. That's right.
Yes, we are.
And I don't think we have Dennis here with us today. I haven't seen him pop in or chime in anything yet. But we do have a return to the show after a long wait, after months of being in hibernation. We got the Big Papa himself, all the way from the NYC. That's right. He is another stud muffin analist, none other than our man Tony T. Reyes. What up, T?
Hey, what's
What
up,
up?
T? Welcome back.
Long time no see. I just got woken up.
Yeah, he has those late nights too. Right now, if you see, it's a little awkward. He's working off his phone right now because his new system is not compatible. So we're gonna take care of all that. We're gonna try to get all that fixed up, and then eventually everyone's gonna be rocking out. Joey's gonna have a better background. Mikey's gonna have better lighting, and T, we're gonna get him upgraded. We're gonna have some better features then, and hopefully everything will be good for everybody. What the hell you doing, Joseph?
I'm trying to see if I can make my face brighter. Now you just
You're
can't
right.
see it.
You'll live.
It's brighter,
So-
but now you can't see me.
So-
You're like John
so-
Cena. Can't see you.
So, T, how you been, brother, man? What's been going on? Anything new in the world of all your news notes and whisper, Mr. Analyst? I see you out there always looking things up, always shooting me stuff from behind the scenes. I've been getting stuff in, I have my phone just going crazy with notifications. T sent you this, T sent you that, T sent you this. But you know what? But before we get into the whole Royal Rumble stuff, let's kick the show off with some news. What's going on around the wrestling world? What does everybody got out there? Anyone can jump in at any time.
Possible wrestling return of Bray Wyatt If that's legit.
Yes.
Oh yes, those promos.
So he's been using his real name Wyndham since he left, or he was asked to leave WWE. I don't know who actually runs the page that the promos have been posted on. So some people have been speculating that it was just a fan putting stuff together to make it look cool or whatever. But the new one from yesterday, or from not yesterday, Friday, said in 3 weeks' time you'll know what's going on, or you know the whole story, or something like that. So, isn't 3 weeks the next AEW pay-per-view for February?
Mikey T, we have to go to you guys because you guys are the experts on this.
I thought it was sometime in February.
I think you're right.
So that's the speculation that he's going to show up there. And
he help me out here. I know they got a name for it already.
It's not that beach one, right? Is that beach?
Oh, that's like a
regular episode of Dynamite. Yeah, that's just an episode of Dynamite, which is actually, and that's not even in February. That's this month. Because everyone goes to the beach in January. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's funny. Just like T said, it's like one of those old school Clash of the Champion. Yeah, I miss those things. They were
like
great.
The TBS specials or whatever.
Yeah.
But so, I was going to say, yeah. So I don't know. I would really dig it if he came back and became the Brody Lee, the leader of the Dark Order or whatever, and they actually went they took it seriously and did it as a serious heel faction. Now it's just all goofy crap with, Adam Page driving around the golf cart to go get ice cream and the Sharpie, the drawn on Sharpie tattoos in their chest and that crap. I would love for them to actually be a serious heel group with Bray Wyatt at the head.
Yeah, but honestly, like I said, I don't know who or if it's a fan or whoever's making those videos. They are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I had to go back. I had to go back and watch the very first one and start from there.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Whoever has the time to sit down and put this content together for a weekly thing, it is phenomenal.
But the thing is, regarding the speculation that it could just be a fan making these videos as fan videos just to draw up interest or even get subscriptions to the YouTube channel. There's a lot of footage in there that's not from older promos, like not from WWE stuff that I've seen.
Right.
So a lot of it looks like stuff that's been recently filmed.
Yeah.
So unless it's just a guy that's friends with him, unless it's just a guy that's friends with him in real life and just films crap to put on YouTube. I mean, it seems like this could be legit.
Yes.
He's gonna pop up somewhere
But I guess we'll find out in 3 weeks, whatever that means. Or in 3 weeks, there could just be another video that says, "Ha ha, loser." Yeah, but in 3 weeks, there could just be another video that says, "Ha ha, I fooled you," or something. I don't know.
All right, we got our man Hambo tuning in, saying good morning, guys. That's our man Austin. He's saying what's up. That's from his Twitch account. And our man Dennis is saying, "Hey, it's hard to hear you, Mikey."
Can you guys hear me just fine? It just
I can hear you. It's just kind of low.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your volume's a little bit low, but I can hear you.
So, T, do you have anything in the news for us?
Besides everybody hating the new NXT, not really.
I've only watched. I've only watched one episode of the new NXT. It was this past week, and it wasn't any good. I was not a fan, except for.
To T's point, WWE themselves have been saying that they're not impressed with.
Yeah, well, then they should have left it alone. You know what was good this last week? The Walter match. That's all I liked.
Yeah. That except the ending. That was good. Except the ending screwed everything up. Gunther.
That too.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like the fact that it's Gunther, not Gunther, because Gunther is such a boring name. But Gunther is it's got like a kind of foreign connotation to it, like the accent.
It's true.
I don't. He didn't seem like when he said it. He didn't seem happy about it either.
No.
The expression on his face.
Yeah, right. You can almost hear it in his voice, like the winner is Gunther, and he threw the mic down right away, and he went and changed his Twitter right away, and I don't know.
Like,
Well,
this is BS.
well, you know
I
what's
get
going
that
on.
they want to own the
He's trying
name
to
and
make-
everything, but
he's just trying to make corporate happy.
Walter's his real name, right, or no?
Yeah,
His
I
real
believe
first name.
so. I believe so.
So
You know, and the thing is, before he even came in to the NXT UK, the fans already knew who the hell he was.
oh
They were
yeah,
already chanting his name before the UK stuff started.
yeah. And he didn't want to. The word I heard was he didn't want to go to regular NXT or whatever. He wanted to stay in the UK, but
Yeah,
he got
exactly.
divorced and now he's dating some chick from the Performance Center or something. So he's like, okay, maybe I'll move to the US now.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what I heard. He didn't want to. He didn't want to move because he was married and stuff, and he was living in the UK. Just wanted to do NXT UK. And then when he got divorced and he met whoever he's dating, I forget. I don't even remember who it is. That I guess they got kind of serious, or they started getting serious, or whatever. So now he's okay with possibly moving here. Yeah, because now he's okay with possibly moving here. So I guess that's the deal. Like that's why he finally agreed. I'm assuming.
Hey, there another thing in the NXT news. I saw that there's rumors that possibly in upcoming whatever their next, I'm gonna say pay-per-view or whatever show they want to. I don't know what they call their big shows nowadays. I don't even think they're pay-per-views or whatever. But,
Premium live events.
They're Clash of the Champions, whatever NXT type stuff. When they have their next one, it is rumored that Raquel Gonzalez might be leaving NXT.
Yeah, yep, I saw that.
I'm not sure. I didn't get all the details. I don't know if
I saw
like for
moving off of NXT
for AEW or for the main roster. You mean?
Yeah,
no, I mean
like
just
for another.
I think just leaving the company. Period. I think just leaving
wow.
the company. Period. Well, it's no secret that she's dating Strowman. Well,
Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Now he goes by his real name. Was it Adam Scherr?
Adam Scherr.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were dating.
Yeah. Well, big guy, big girl. It goes together. Hey, I want to give much shout out. Back on the 19th, it was reported. I know it's a little late here, but like I said, we're on Sunday here. Back on the 19th, it was reported that Conan underwent heart surgery due to effect of COVID-19. So much love and prayers going out to Conan. I know Conan with as well with Disco Inferno.
Hey, have you?
They do a podcast called Keeping It 100.
Yeah.
So if you have not heard that yet, definitely jump on the YouTube, check out Keeping It 100. It's really excellent. Some of the insight and stuff that they put out there.
Gio, you ever met Conan?
No, I would love to though.
I got a funny story about him. I've never met him in person. I've never spoken to him. Nothing. And then like 2 or 3 years ago, he randomly sends me a DM on Twitter. He says, "Hey man, have you heard my podcast?" And I go, "Hey man, have you heard mine?" And he goes, "I didn't know you had one." And I said, "Well, we've never met or spoken before, so how would you know? You don't even know who I am." So he sent me a link to his. I sent him a link to mine. I've never heard from him again. It was the weirdest conversation. Such a weird conversation. Well, next to the hair extension thing from last night.
Maybe he thought you was somebody else on his friends list.
That's what I think. I think he must have thought I was somebody else because I've never met him. I've never. Another all right. Another weird story like that.
Why can't I get hit up like that? What the fuck?
Yes. So I don't know if you guys listen to any of Cornette's stuff, but his co-host Brian Last lives in New Jersey. So a very close friend of mine, Dan, not in the wrestling business. He's an alarm installer for home alarm systems, whatever. So he calls me yesterday and he's like, "Hey, I did an alarm this morning for a guy that just bought a house in like Central Jersey. It says he knows you and asked how you're doing and what you're doing now since you stopped wrestling." I go, "Well, who is it?" He says, "Oh, his name is Brian Last. He said he does a podcast with Jim Cornette." I go, "I know who he is. I mean, I listen to the shows every week, but I've never met the guy. I've never talked to him that I know of." He's like, "Yeah, I said he knows you. He knew you stopped. He knew I stopped wrestling because of my injuries or whatever. Asked me what I was doing and how I'm doing now and blah blah blah." Really weird, man. So between that guy and Conan that I never spoke to, but initiated a conversation with me, I don't know what the hell. I might be getting popular now. I've only been in wrestling for 22 years. Now people are hearing my name.
Well, that's why you're that image guy.
and it's funny, Joey. And like I get the same result. It's like okay, in the beginning you're not known. Towards the mid, your name pops up here and there, or bookings, whatever. But then as time goes on, when you're out of it, and people know people know the knowledge that you have of the business, and the people you've been around, and the people who know you, this and that, our names get put out there as someone that people can go to,
right,
for advice and stuff like that. Damn, T got close up on his eyeball.
and I
Look at that
appreciate
shit. Ooh, look at that eyeball. That's a pretty eyeball there. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's got two of them. That's awesome.
Some dollar bills, He's just waking up too. Shit.
Well, yeah, but I can appreciate that what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, and hey, and the only thing we can do is be humble and appreciate everyone who still acknowledges us.
The only time there was only one time where I heard about my name being thrown around a locker room that I didn't know about, and someone told me later. I met remember Jesse Neal from TNA, from I guess it was TNA at the time still.
Yes.
Him and Shannon Moore were Inc. So I met Jesse Neal at a Legend of the Ring convention, and he knew who I was. I went over and said hello, and he was like, "Oh, you're Joey Image. I know who you are." I go, how the fuck do you know who I am? We never met. We never talked. Like, we're Facebook friends, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's like
he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I've heard your name in our locker room before." He said, I think he said like Jay Lethal brought me up, or somebody from Jersey mentioned me, and Lethal said, "Yeah, I know him," whatever it was. And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." So I mean, I can't tell you the rest of the story because it's NDA, but you know, but that was the only time that like a big quote unquote big company like that I heard my name was being bounced around for something. I never heard from them, so I don't know.
It happened.
Actually, that was 2013. I broke my neck later that year, so I didn't hear from anybody after that, really.
Gentlemen, do you have any more other wrestling news for us? I'm like, I know there's a whole ton, a lot of it out there, but we're definitely going to get to the Royal Rumble shortly. So if there's anything else you need to throw out there, please do so now, so we don't slip on it and then come back later
Leo
on.
Rush contract is already up.
What?
Yes, February 14th, right?
Evidently, Leo Rush contract is already up.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Like, how you get 5 month deal?
Yeah, I was going to just say that. Did they give? I thought it was 3. Actually, I was going to say, did they give 3-month contracts over there?
Wow,
I don't know.
That was quick.
Down at NBA, 10 days.
Ay. I guess
there's rumors of other people leaving there this coming year. I know that supposedly they did 3-year deals when they first started, and that was 2019. So the end of 2019, I believe. So 22 makes sense. 2022 makes sense. But Leo Rush, I just heard about this morning. I thought the same thing. They just said, like, what do they give? Like, I thought it was 3 months. Again, I was like, what do they give, a 3-month deal? What is it? Like a probation? Like at a regular job? Like I'm on a 90-day probation or whatever, and then after that my benefits kick in and all that crap. Is this the same deal?
It's funny because he acknowledged it. I'm like, wait a minute, you just got hired. How you already saying bye?
Yeah.
Hey, gentlemen,
oh,
man. You got Dave hit us up. He asking, what's the deal with Drew Mack?
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Their breakfast just ended at 11 o'clock. Sorry.
I guess because
I don't know what's the deal.
Is he even in the Rumble?
Oh no, he's injured.
Didn't he just test positive for COVID? Somebody just tested positive like within the last couple of days. Maybe it was Charlotte Flair. Might have been her.
Really?
I don't know. Somebody. I just saw it last night when me and Chio were at the show. I was scrolling through stuff. I thought it was somebody from WWE.
Scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get off of that stupid program or that stupid app. I don't understand it. I can't get off of there. All right, maybe I'm gonna do a TikTok right now. Just us live.
I haven't been on there. I go on there once in a great.
I made a TikTok account, Mike, just to like watch other people's stuff. Some of it's funny and wacky, and now I'm posting my own crap. I can't. I'm like, what
course.
happened to me? I'm 44. Like, there's a bunch of 10-year-olds on there. What the hell's going on?
All right,
I'm
gentlemen.
gonna do one right now of us recording. I can't see it.
Of us.
Hey, we're
that's
live
right,
right now on the
gets
Body
us
Slams
out there.
podcast. It's Sunday morning. I don't know. Log in and say hello. BodySlamsPodcast.com. Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, hello guys.
All right, 15
All
seconds.
right. As he's doing his TikTok, we're gonna get into some Royal Rumble stuff as soon as I can get our screen to pop up here. It's acting funny right now. It's just blinking all over the place. So let me stop the share. Let me try it one more time.
Rumbling.
Yeah, that's what it was doing. Okay, let me try to get that up here. But yeah, this Royal Rumble's turning out to be very interesting. If you notice that the last time we were on, it wasn't confirmed that if Roman was taking on Seth, because last time we talked about it, Seth only appeared at the end of SmackDown, so there was no real confirmation for us until the following week. So now it has been confirmed, and boom, there you have it.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yes, gentlemen. My question is,
Oh.
since I have this as the first one up, will this be the opening match? Because we got 2 world title matches going on between the Universal and the heavyweight title. But, usually on these pay-per-views, a lot of times they put one of them as the opening match. So do you feel this is going to be the opening match?
I think so.
Negative. Negative. One of the Rumble matches is going to be the opening match.
Oh, God. That's a terrible idea. I hope they don't do that.
Wait. One of the Rumble matches would be the
women's
match?
Hopefully. It would probably be the women's. Right?
Yeah.
You sure the women won't main event like they did? Did they main event last year, the women's Rumble?
I'm just saying one of the Rumble matches will lead off.
They should do a separate NXT Rumble.
Just makes sense.
If they start off with this match, right? That means that they have something set up.
Yeah, for later.
Time for the Rumble.
Yeah, I think this will be the first match.
WWE,
or something later on. I think this would be a setup to put this out first. Put this out first for Roman to come out later on and screw over Brock in his match, make him lose the title, and it still forces the hand of Roman versus Brock at Mania anyway, though.
And where does Heyman factor in this match? Or does
he don't factor in this one. He's factored over in the.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet. We don't know that because they still haven't clearly told us what side he's on.
No.
Well,
so he could pop up during this just to screw Roman or to help him.
Yeah, but going into this though, we all noticed that Roman was a little shook a little bit. But I guess from this past Friday night, I guess he ended up. I seen a screenshot. I guess he laid out Seth Rollins at the end of his match. Gentlemen, T, Mikey, you guys are the experts here. I didn't get to watch anything Friday night. Help us out.
I didn't get to watch anything Friday night either. I have a sheet out now.
Yeah, so
that's right. You got a 9 to 5. Mikey, you're our go-to guy now.
This time Roman got the better of Seth frickin' Rollins.
I heard a rumor that I didn't see this, but I heard a rumor that Rollins referred to Dean Ambrose as John Moxley in a promo.
Yeah, actually,
he did?
Yeah. At the beginning, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Roman went to, he kicked off the show. As soon as he went to speak, Rollins interrupts, and they're going back and forth. And and Rollins says, it was Moxley and I. We're the ones that held up the Shield, not you.
You think he would get Chio? Do you think he would get heat for not referring even? So he can refer to him, it's fine, but not referring to him by his WWE name. Like, why wouldn't he have called him Ambrose?
I think he probably had
Not-
to, but he
Not
probably
heat,
he
not
probably
like
let
not
it
a
slip.
not a lot of heat, but maybe somebody said something to him like, "Hey, you should call him Ambrose
Like,
or
yo,
something
you
like that."
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he got told
Unless,
something.
unless
Probably.
you know,
Don't
W
go ahead.
about that, that forbidden door thing,
Maybe
Oh man, could you imagine if he's the guy that's in the Rumble? Because they did the Mickey
he's
James
definitely
thing. No, I know that, but I'm
no,
saying
he's
they're
definitely not.
doing the Mickey
But
James thing, and now there's rumors that they may throw in an AEW guy.
I think WWE, with the whole fourth wall shit that everyone been talking
Yeah.
about, breaking down the barrier,
Forbidden
the
Door,
forbidden
yeah.
door. I think they're taking a page out of that. Sorry, I'm hacking away here. I think they're taking a page out of AEW and everyone else's book, is to just to say hell with it. It's the fans ain't stupid anymore like they used to be. We can call them who they are, and it ain't gonna mean anything. It's just like, oh my god, they mentioned so and so. So
That's true. I mean, Chia, you and I, we've been watching NWA, and you'll see, like, if someone used to be in WWE, they'll come right out and say it. They used to be in WWE. Like,
yeah, WWE's still the only one that
everybody
doesn't
knows.
acknowledge anybody else, really, except for Impact, I guess now.
or whoever they want to acknowledge, whatever's up, whatever benefits them for their ratings. Oh my god, they said this. Oh shit.
Yeah. But I mean, Impact isn't even a competitor anymore to anybody, so
Oh, here we go.
that's not going to hurt anything mentioning
Dave
them.
chimed in. He said rumors are that Mox and Jericho to be in the Rumble just for one night.
I could see, well, of course, for one night. The Rumble's only one night.
Yeah, I can see Jericho.
We're going to be in the Rumble for all of January. The hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Of course, it's only one night. I can see Jericho because they let him do the podcast, and Steve Austin said, I questioned Vince McMahon twice after he said okay. I said, are you sure? He doesn't work for us anymore. He's like, yeah, no problem. It's fine. So I could see that. That would be kind of, I don't know. That would be kind of wild, actually. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I didn't hear any. I mean, I didn't hear any one of those rumors. I just kind of threw the Moxley thing out there, just as speculation myself.
It's
I
like,
didn't know that was
it's
an
like,
actual rumor.
Well, it's like Jericho. We all know he's a businessman, and he's a professional. The only thing I can see Mox doing, if he does come out, whatever, I can see him either whatever shirt he's wearing, maybe wear an AEW shirt underneath it, and then take that other shirt off, or unless he has AEW painted on his chest and they don't realize it, and then he takes the shirt off and it says AEW on his chest.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that would prove that they're working together. You know what I'd like to see, dude? I would like to see them actually work together, but then have one of those guys win the Rumble and then challenge for like a WWE title on an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, like you got to bring your title to our pay-per-view, to our show,
right?
Or I'll win the title and I'll bring it back to AEW and say screw you.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
That would have everybody buzzing. That would really have wrestling back on the map because everybody
Oh,
be
yeah.
talking about that for sure.
Yep. Yeah. Especially if they were actually working together. I mean, there was a phone call. There was like, what was it, a investors call or something a few months ago or last year sometime, and somebody brought up that like so and so was working for AEW. So and so left WWE to go to AEW, and Vince McMahon said something like, "Well, they're using that guy. Maybe we can help them out with some more stars." And then they released a bunch more people, and they fucking hired him over there. So there was already speculation that they've been working together quietly. I remember when they first started, and people used to say that Vince McMahon owned the company.
Oh yeah, I got a guy at work that still says that.
Oh really? I didn't know people still. That's funny. I remember hearing those rumors. Oh, he owns it.
Like, I'm thinking, I didn't want to argue, but I'm thinking, dude, freaking the Khan's got way more money than Vince McMahon can dream of.
Right.
All right, gentlemen, it's that time. Your picks for Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Let's go. Let's start from the bottom. T.
Why is he on the bottom?
I don't know. I
on the camera. On camera, you mean? Okay. I thought you meant like in social status or something.
Well, here I'll put him up top. I'll bring him up.
There we
go. Now he's on top. Now you can't see his face. Let me just. I'll put him above you, Joe. There. Oh no,
I
he
can
went
see
back
it.
down.
It's fine.
There you go. Now you're on the bottom.
Yes, right, I belong. Jersey
All
Jack
right.
off on the bottom
That's right. You got to work your way up the ladder. You got to get past
with hair extensions,
Mikey.
apparently.
All right, T. What's your pick?
Tribal
Yep.
Can you
Chief.
hear us? Tribal Chief.
Yep.
Okay.
He ain't losing
Mike-
till Mania.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael.
I agree. The tribal chief. I can't see him losing it at the Rumble. I just can't.
That's 2 for Roman. Joey.
Same thing. I don't think he's going to lose until WrestleMania. Who's he wrestling at WrestleMania anyway? Did they say yet?
Not yet.
Or what's
Not
the
yet.
rumor? I should say is it him and Brock.
Probably be most likely it'd be Brock because
Yeah,
they're building
that's
up
the
to it.
rumor that I've been hearing. Him and
Yeah,
Brock.
then I'm gonna guess that he's gonna keep it until then. At least whether he wins or loses, then he's gonna keep it until then. At least he's got it. It'll be such a. I think both of them are gonna keep their titles. It'll be a bigger match at Rumble if they're both champions.
My pick. I'm about to go with everyone here. Roman Reigns. He got 4 for 4. There you go. You heard it here first, people.
Acknowledge it.
Here. Acknowledge the guy. All right, 4 for 4.
Acknowledge
Roman's
it.
over us. Next up the bat. If it comes up. Uh-oh. We got a white screen.
Who's winning that match?
There we go.
I was gonna say the same thing.
There we go. Oh, this
The
is still
white
happening.
screen. Yes.
I haven't seen
we got-
anything. What? Wait. Before you mention this match, or before you talk about this match, what happened after they did the first promo where Beth Phoenix showed up and then Maurice walked off when Miz was talking or whatever? What
No,
happened
they
after that?
Well, they did another
Okay.
promo last week. Go ahead.
Right. That Maurice was out there and she got the upper hand this time because she hit Maurice from behind, Beth Phoenix from behind,
Okay.
and here she had a brick that she hit her with, and then
So did
Maurice
they ever
and Miz were like,
did they ever
"Ah,
explain-
show 'em the brick."
Did they ever explain why she walked off when they were doing the first promo? That's the last thing I saw.
It wasn't okay. Here's what went down with that promo that he didn't describe thoroughly. That it was all rigged up where Maurice comes out and says, "Beth, come out. I know you can hear me. You can come out here. We'll talk like women." You know,
right.
And like, I don't want this match. You don't want this match. Edge came down with Beth. She asked Beth just to stay outside. She asked Edge to stay outside the ring. Why she talks to Beth in the ring, lady to lady. And next thing you know, Miz comes through the crowd, attacks Edge, leaves Beth to turn around to see what's going on. Maurice clocks her from behind with her little purse. Comes to find out when they finally get up to the ramp, up towards the entrance, they pull the brick out the purse. So it was like a setup type thing. Like, okay, we're gonna make them think we're not on the same page. That kind of thing.
I get it. Okay.
I'll bring you out to say, hey, we don't want this. That
Right.
kind of thing.
All right. I get it. I kind of dig that. I could dig it.
I can see this being good on behalf of all participants, except I'm not a big fan of Maurice.
No,
I don't think she's gonna hold her own in this.
I'm a big fan of her body, but I mean, not her body of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous. It's just I don't think she's I don't need to see her wrestle.
Yeah, definitely she's definitely getting better on the mic because a lot of the stuff that was coming out of her mouth during that promo, it like you can literally hear it being the Miz talking. When she was saying stuff.
I have a better time watching her on that reality show than I do watching her wrestle.
Oh yeah, I like the reality show.
Her mother's hilarious.
Her
Mother is a star, dude.
I was about to say that.
Her mother is a star. That woman needs her own reality. I mean, I would watch her go shopping and just yell at clerks all day on camera. That would be hilarious.
All right. So gentlemen, so it seems like we're happy and not happy with this match, just for maybe one of the participants.
Yeah.
And what is your picks on this one here for this
I'm
mixed
going with
tag?
I'm going with who it looks like they're pointing to. I'm going with Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, I got to agree with that.
I think they're going over in this match.
Yeah, I got to agree with that too.
T?
It depends. Edge won the first match between Miz. If they're going to keep this going, then they probably do a screw job to have Miz and Maurice go over and then end the trilogy on the next pay-per-view.
That's a good point.
I agree with
now.
T.
If they squash it and it's just Edge and Beth, then Edge and Beth.
But okay, now for you though, instead of if they do this or if they do that, what's your initial pick of going over for this match? One or the other?
Edge and Beth.
Edge and Beth. Okay, so that's 3 for 3. I'm gonna have to go with Miz and Maurice on this one here. I'm sorry, gentlemen, 3-1. I'm going with Maurice by hook or crook, pinning Beth Phoenix, which will set up for eventually probably do some singles matches. Probably a singles match at Mania between them two, and a singles match against Edge and Miz one more time at Mania as well. So 3-1.
I keep forgetting that stuff that they could be setting up for WrestleMania.
And it's a 2-night. It's a 2-night event. So
Right.
you gotta figure that. It's a 2-night event, so they got plenty of.
The last person anybody wants Beth to face is Maurice at Mania.
If anything, it'll be a short match. It'll be a short match.
You give her one of the 4 horsewomen or somebody else. You don't give her Maurice. Nobody wants to see that.
No. If anything, it'll be a short match where she's probably stalling, getting out of the ring all the time, this and that. Then she'll capitalize, take advantage, so that way she's dominant through the match. Where maybe maybe she'll take out a leg or something. So Beth has an injury or whatever during the match. So that way Beth can just bump and sell, do a little comeback, bump and sell some more until the take home whoever's over then. But I see it being a short match, not lasting long at all. All right. 3-1. Next, up the back. If it switches over. Oh, there we go. White going over in the. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Brock Lesnar against Bobby Lashley, gentlemen. Bobby Lashley's on a row. The fans absolutely love him. Now, I have a question though for y'all who steadily watch WWE constant, and you guys probably know a lot more than I do right now. And the fact of the matter is, why the hell did they break up the Hurt Business again? I'm like, I see them coming out attacking Lashley and stuff, but nothing registered to me. Like, why did it happen? I can't, because I must have missed something why they broke them up.
I missed it too.
We're not allowed to have fun.
I'm trying to figure out why they broke them up, because I thought that teaming them up would have been helpful for Bobby Lashley, but unless the only thing I could see is if they're slowly turning Bobby Lashley babyface, then and they want him to go in singles, like they don't want him to have those guys by his side.
But here's the thing, it just doesn't make sense. They broke them up originally. Hurt Business went their way. Sheldon and Cedric, they started feuding a little bit. Then they ended up getting back together. ended up getting with Bobby Lashley all back together, and now they're separate again. But Cedric and
Yeah, well, even like
Benjamin.
they would do promos with MVP, like they would say something off against Bobby Lashley. So, and MVP would always look at him like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So
But
evidently they've had it out. A storyline they've had it out
it's
for
just
Bobby
still
Lashley.
it's still awkward that they even made this decision to do this stupid stuff because her her business hands down was money. It was money. And they just fucked it all up. Again, that's two times.
Again.
Two times WWE dropped the ball with the Hurt business, I believe. You know, and it is what it is.
Uh,
Guys, what's your thought on that about that?
I thought they were a great tag team. I thought they were great together too. I don't understand it either. I thought, okay, maybe second time around, this time they're gonna thrive. But like you said, nope, they screwed it all up, and I don't get that booking. I don't understand that writing.
Now, we all know Lashley and Brock, first time getting their hands on each other was at that pay-per-view. Lashley had Lashley had the advantage 3 times in a row, putting them through the guardrail barrier thing they had,
the barricade,
the spear, and then the hurt lock. Each time Lesnar was on the opposite end. He was the victim of each thing. And how do you see as
going
I don't
face
know,
to face with them one-on-one?
as fans wise, from a regular Mark's point of view, how do you see this going down when you're looking at Lashley has Brock's number in those couple of little instances? And Pat's chiming in. He wants to know
who's the heel in this match.
Yeah.
I don't think there is one. I think if anything, it would be Lashley. Yeah, but
it seems like it's divided, really.
I mean, Lesnar puts on a flannel and overalls, and everyone loves it.
Yeah, like
he comes out. He looks like he's just out of his fucking form.
But he also looks like he's having fun, like a good time.
Yeah, it's about time.
Well, because right now the fans are popping for both of them, so it's a toss up. I can't even tell you who's the heel, but it's that gray line. It's weird to me, and you got these two big powerhouses out there, both having MMA background.
Yep.
Obviously, Lashley's is far much better than Lesnar's. So this is gonna be a tough one to call because if Brock goes if he wins this and he goes to Mania and he faces Roman, title for title, champion versus champion type thing. But if Lashley wins, it puts him back in. It puts him back in that picture, but then yet it's not going to take away from Lesnar versus Roman because the people still want to see Lesnar versus Roman, regardless.
But my thing is, if it wasn't going to be title for title, then why did they tease that on SmackDown a couple 2 weeks ago? So
because they're going to do it at Mania, I hope.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I'm kind of leaning toward Brock because of what they've been teasing. I mean, this is a tough one. This is a tough one.
T, give us your expertise, brother.
You answered all your daggone questions.
All right. Okay. All right.
Listen, Bobby's the heel. Reason he's not getting heel factors because everybody's want him to go over. People love him. People love the Hurt business. They took away fun. Why? Because it's 4 black dudes. Sorry, that's too much power on one TV.
That's like the New Day. Everyone loved the
what
New
you
Day.
can call it. So what happens? The Hurt business costs Bobby the title. Brock keeps the title, makes Bobby look strong, makes Brock the champion. Go on. This is bullshit.
Aye. So, wait, what's this? Pat's chiming in here. Bobby Lashley just got jumped by his own squad. Shelton Benjamin and Lesnar back
Oh
to
my God!
being a
Could you see
tag
that?
team.
The fucking Minnesota stretching crew. That would be
Oh yeah.
amazing. People don't. I don't even think a lot of people know that happened, or people today at least, because it wasn't in WWE. It was in
No, it was in
OVW.
OVW. Yeah.
But that would be
Yep.
awesome.
Once
But
again, you're answering your own questions.
But you remember that shit? I think it was it last year's Rumble? Or was it the year before? I think it was last year's one where Benjamin came out and him and Lashley were him and Lesnar was in the ring together, you know.
Yeah, didn't they
the
mention in the commentary?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like,
they-
oh
yeah.
I think they
and
did.
then
Okay.
and then he's like, fuck it, he tossed him. Okay, gentlemen, what's your picks on this match here? Lashley or Lesnar?
Lesnar.
I'm gonna go with Lesnar.
Okay, that's 2 for Lesnar. Joe.
I got Lesnar, bro. Again, I think they're going to set up for Lesnar and Reigns for title at Mania, or at least champion versus champion, whatever.
3 for 3. I'm gonna go with the guy with the initials BL.
Brock Lesnar. Yes, exactly.
well,
not
Bobby Lashley.
Not
as well.
Robert. Not Robert Lashley.
No, but yeah,
like that.
I'm gonna go with Brock as well too. I can see the whole title for title thing. Definitely. Excuse me, I'm dying here still. But there you go. We are all looking forward to see Lesnar and Roman at Mania. So that's what we're all gunning for.
Yo, we should do a
No.
Royal Rumble. We should do a Royal Rumble pool for listeners, and whoever wins gets like a free BodySlams T-shirt or something like that. I don't know. I just thought of that.
Actually, that's a good idea.
It's probably too
And
late
everybody-
now. Well, I
and
guess
then
we could
everybody
give 'em a
wins.
week.
Everybody
No,
wins. Then.
no, we get 30 listeners. They each pick a number, or 60, I guess, one for each Rumble or whatever. They each pick a number. If their number wins, they win like a free shirt or something.
Yeah, so
they
if their
win.
number
They
is
get to
the-
watch the
so
show
their
for free next week.
So if they pick a number from 1 to 30 for each Rumble, if their Rumble number person wins the Rumble,
Right.
that person wins a T-shirt.
Yeah,
We have to try that for next year. 'Cause
yeah,
it's too soon. For
yeah.
that
It's
now.
kind of too soon to set that off now, right.
And speaking of this Rumble, they
Sorry
still
to
haven't
interrupt.
updated. No. You're quite all right. You know, you segued right into the Rumble part, and here we have the Women's Royal Rumble, which they still don't have a whole list of women. So I think we're going to see a lot more surprises of maybe past women
Oh yeah.
workers or women from NXT to appear in this Rumble.
Hey, do you think Mickey James shows up with the title belt?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I
would be
definitely
awesome.
think so.
What about what if she shows up with the title belt, but she's carrying it in a garbage bag?
She said something about that
You got nobody get the
it
reference?
goes with her everywhere.
I got that. Yeah, so when she had her
I got
shit
the
packed
reference.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
up, I'm looking at this star cast here of women in the
Starcast.
Rumble.
What's happening already? That was
Huh?
WrestleMania
No,
week.
not that star cast. You know who has a slight momentum right now by accident?
The Genius. Sorry.
Aaliyah with that quick pin on
yeah.
on Natty.
Wait, is she on the main roster now, or is she still in NXT?
Yeah, you see her on the end there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but is she still in NXT though?
No.
No.
Isn't there NXT chicks in this Rumble too? I don't know. I haven't watched.
I haven't heard.
I haven't watched
any
Raw or
announced yet.
SmackDown in ages.
I think I haven't heard any announced yet.
I'm guessing Dakota would get a spot. Rachel
Who?
Gonzalez would get a spot. Those are the
Dakota
two notable NXT and Kaylee Lee Ray.
Oh.
And
Hey,
then,
you know what?
and then who knows? They might bring some over from the UK too as well, maybe.
You know what I thought of? The rumors about the possible AEW person in the Rumble. They never said it men's Rumble. They just said possible AEW. What if it's a woman? What if it's just Mickey James in the women's and there's an AEW person in the women's? They never said. Could you see fucking Nyla Rose come out and just kill a bunch of women? That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
If anything, they will take Britt Baker before Nyla.
And then Adam Cole shows up in the men's Rumble.
That can happen.
Cool. That'd be.
Cody can show up because Cody's not under contract.
No, that's how it works.
I
True.
Yeah,
gentlemen,
that's one of the rumors too, because Cody's not under contract. He can show up, but
I got a surprise for you. I think a gentleman wants to give his Royal Rumble picks as well for this who he thinks and
Hey.
Hey!
hey!
Yeah, I would have been on like a half hour ago, but I kind of took like an hour shower. It felt amazing. Just gonna say.
if you see, I put everyone at the bottom now. We're at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Thought I'd jump in for a minute. I didn't think you guys would still be on.
Yeah, we're still on. Yeah, we're just almost done with the Rumble predictions. So far, we are all in agreement with the whole Roman going over his match, Brock going over his match, and then meeting up at Mania. We have a 3-1. We have a 3-1 pick between they picked Miz and Beth going. I mean, they picked Beth and Edge going over. I picked Miz and Maurice by hook or crook.
Yeah, I'm going with Miz. I'm going with the Miz. I'm sorry. I'm going with my man, the Miz, and his wife.
It's 3-2.
Yeah. Wasn't there another one we had up there? I don't think so. Was it?
Are they doing tag titles at all or no?
I think that might be a pre-show because I haven't seen no tag titles. I think if any tag titles are gonna go at it, they definitely probably be on the pre-show.
Because I thought SmackDown just had the Viking Raiders win a match where they're going to face the Usos for the straps. Is that is it going to be a SmackDown event or is that going to be a pay-per-view?
But like I said, if anything, if they do it, it might be on a pre-show or they still got this week. They still got this whole week. They still got Friday night to build up and say. To say if it's going to be on SmackDown, if it's going to be on the kickoff show, if it's going to be on Rumble. So who knows? We're already jumping the gun because, like I said, we're a week early before it. So, and like I said at the top, it sucks that they switched their pay-per-views to Saturday instead of Sundays because then Sundays would be great because we're right before the pay-per-view. So, but it is what it is. Now they're screwing over a lot of indies. Who's out there who run shows on Saturdays?
They're doing it because of the football.
Well,
they're not going to put their pay-per-view.
It didn't matter all the other years.
No,
it matters now.
But I think this venue had an event, or the event that's on that Sunday is paying more money, and the venue goes, "Look, you can either do it on a Saturday or you don't have us at all."
Okay.
So it's a shit situation because no one really knows what the correct answer is.
Yeah, I think I heard that theory before as well. The same thing. Yeah, I think whoever's putting that rally on for Sunday, it might be a rally. Probably no one shows up, but it is what it is though. But here we are. We got the Women's Royal Rumble here up on the screen here. And I think this year's winner is not going to be the obvious. It's going to be someone who we least expect the most, I think, going to go over on this. I think it's going to be a huge surprise because hands down, you got a lot of top girls in there, the ones who've been around for years doing their thing. I think this year they're going to surprise us and give it to somebody fresh.
I know who I'm picking.
Let me guess. You're gonna pick Zelina Vega?
No, I'm thinking Alexa. I'm thinking Alexa Bliss.
Wow.
Well, she is supposed to make the comeback, but I don't even think it's going to be like one of those comeback story ones either as well.
Why would I pick Zelina Vega?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought because I know her. I've known her for years. I thought
Yeah,
that's
so
why.
I mean, well,
I'm like, that's not.
because
if,
you always
if,
talk about her too.
if
so.
it wasn't, I do. If it wasn't, whoever the hell I just said, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
I was thinking Naomi, because they just like, not that she went over, but they just kind of pushed her right into the title picture with Charlotte like 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
So maybe, and she didn't win. So maybe if she wins this, it'll give her more. It'll give her momentum to go after Charlotte again, and then give her the title, possibly.
welcome back, Dennis.
Yeah, I don't know what's on. My service is being like crappy right now. Again, I'm loving my cell phone provider.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier before we were talking about if Mickey James, if they're breaking that forbidden
Forbidden Wall.
yeah, I can see Mickey James going over as the Impact champion, in the Royal Rumble. That would be like holy fuck moment for the wrestling world. Unless they give it to someone who's not really known on the main roster, if they bring someone in who's from like the NXT or the UK brand to come in and go over, I can see that. I don't think it's going to be any other main roster girl on here going over. That's what I'm going with, guys.
Then if you're
Wait,
going
who did
with
you just say?
what,
I'm
he's
gonna
thinking
say,
Mickey James.
Either Mickey James or someone from like the NXT brands or someone else who's not on the main roster at all.
Then I'm going to go with one of the Bellas at that rate.
Okay.
Oh, to promote
I can't stand it, but
to promote whatever TV show. What's her name is on now, right?
Yeah.
What's her name is a judge on one of the Bellas is a judge on something. I keep seeing.
Yeah, on America's Got it's a knockoff of America's Got Talent. It's American Extreme Talents or whatever. It's her, Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell's on that. God, that guy does the name shows and the fucking indie shows. He does American Idol and the X Factor.
Yeah, it's his show. That's the crazy part. It's all his. I know Cody Rhodes is on it too. He's a judge, so it makes sense that the Bella goes. And one of the Bellas are going over. Whoever it is the one that might go over.
Yeah. Who was the other guy you just said?
Cody Rhodes is a judge too.
Oh, well, yeah, he's on that Go Big show.
Yeah, I think that's the show.
Yeah, but the Bella chick isn't on that show, is she?
I thought she is. She?
I don't know. I keep seeing
no,
the I don't pay attention.
No,
I don't have enough. My other cell phone's in the back. Let's see.
Yeah, she's a judge on something.
Our man Pat thinks not Naomi's going over because having the rivalry with
again, people are pissed off with Summer Rae being called a legend. Which I don't agree with at all.
No, not at all. Far from it. Far from it. Michael, what's your pick, sir?
I see a few people.
Let me get my microphone back on.
Lita,
Pick one.
Pick one. Maybe, because they pushed that. Liv Morgan is being pushed big time. I could possibly see her. Or none of these. Maybe like Bailey comes back and she goes over.
I don't know. Is Bailey cleared to come back yet?
I was just about to ask that. Is she cleared? I thought she was.
I don't know if she is yet.
She goes on.
What about
Twitter
Trish Stratus?
She teases it. So.
What about Trish? Maybe Trish will win too.
I can see that.
Her being a surprise.
Like I think there's still going to be another one or two surprise women entrances.
Yeah.
For the Rumble that are going to mind shock the entire wrestling world.
Yeah,
everybody got mind blown by Mickey James being still the TNA Knockout champ.
There's only 21 on this poster right here, so there's still 9.
I know. Yeah. So we got.
So speaking of which, who do you think's going to make a surprise return?
I just said Trish.
Wait, it could be anyone. Like I said,
Alexa Bliss. Those are the only two I can think of right now. Oh wait,
I'm going to say Bailey is mine.
Yeah.
Yo, who Who is the girl at the top left in this poster above Nikki Cross next to Mickey James? Who the hell is that?
That's
Is that
That's
Tori?
ain't that
Is that
Tori?
Tori?
No.
no, that's
I
Wait,
can't see.
Tori Wilson's in it too?
It looks
I
Or
like
no?
think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't even know who that is. I can't tell.
I can't
It
see
looks
it
like
either.
Tori
There's a
from
time
here.
slot. There's the word live in the way, so you can't
all
see
these
it.
all these blondes, they all look alike.
That's Kelly.
Is
Oh
it-
Kelly,
God, I didn't know
that's
she
it,
was
Kelly
in it.
Kelly.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
who
know
it
she was
was.
in it.
I couldn't remember who it was. I knew it was one of the two blondes that people didn't like, but were actually talented in the goddamn ring.
I didn't
All
know
right,
she was there.
who do we in here from? T, you look like you're falling asleep.
I've
What's
been
your Rumble
holding this
pick for the-
phone, Dan, for about an hour plus.
Well, you should get it. You should set it
Prop
up
it up on
on
something. Yeah.
yeah, prop it up on something. That's what people do. They prop it up on a table and against something like a vase or get a phone stand or. What's your pick on this, T? On the women's match?
Ain't nobody in the picture, I tell you that.
Nobody. Okay.
Is have always been like 4 people that I revolve around. Naomi should be one of them because that plot all around her, but everybody's saying Alexa Bliss. I say Bailey or Lacey Evans.
See, I can see Lacey Evans coming back.
Bailey or Lacey Evans.
You know what? I'm going with Lacey Evans. I'm going for Lacey Evans. As a surprise entrance, and if she wins,
she's not coming back tonight or next week. She just had a kid fucking 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but she's a phenomenal shape.
At the performance center working out.
Yeah.
That's a rumor.
What about some of the new chicks on NXT that we saw recently?
I don't think they're gonna win. I'm not impressed by them yet.
You know who's really
I don't think they'll
impressive?
win.
See, maybe Raquel.
Nikita.
What about Raquel?
Gonzalez.
I could see her coming up. I don't think she'd win, but if she does win, that'll be huge.
There's that Nikita girl. She's really badass. I follow her on Instagram and some of her training.
Oh, you were talking to her last night. Yeah, I never seen her before.
I'm like, holy shit, this girl's badass. I think she'd be like a surprise, like, you know, out of nowhere. Yo, honestly, if they put her in as an extra, like a surprise, I'm like, a lot of people are gonna be like, who the hell is she? The ones who haven't been following. But
what arena is the Rumble at anyway? I know you said it before, but I forget.
What's that right there? I forget that symbol. What's that statue of right there? That's
St. Louis.
Oh,
the St. Louis. That looks like
St. Louis
Arch. St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
St. Louis, yeah.
Look, here's my thing. I like the Rumble, right? I wish they would do it as 10 people from each brand. 10 for SmackDown, 10 for Raw.
One Rumble?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And because it's the Rumble. Like, if you think about it, you have, if you put 10 of everybody, or you up it to 40 people, and you have 30 as the regular roster members from all the brands, and then you have 10 as surprise returns as entries. You do that, you make the Rumble even more special. Because then you have people from every company, every fan that watches NXT will watch the Rumble even more. Because some people that watch NXT don't want to watch, Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. They don't like it, So if they do that, that would be better.
Honestly, I think even though we're going to see a lot more heavier action in the men's Rumble, I think the women's Rumble might be a lot more. It's going to be more exciting because you don't know of the surprises of the other girls that's going to be listed. Because in the men's Rumble, they have a shitload of men on the roster more than women, obviously. So they can fill all the spots they want with just talent that they already have. It's the women roster that's going to be the surprise. That's going to be like, ooh, ahs. But the men's, we're definitely going to see a lot of hard hitting because like I said, they got plenty of men on hand on their staff as far as they can grab from any show to put in that Rumble. And
easily.
And just from the looks of the Rumble of the men's. If I can, oh, there we go. That's the BodySlam. That's the Breakfast and BodySlam shirt. Okay. Here we go. This is just what they advertised so far on WWE.com. This is the latest poster that they have up of who's in it.
I gotta get off. I just saw an accident. I gotta go.
Excuse me. All right.
I gotta go.
Peace
There's
out.
an accident. Bye.
All right.
Stop.
All right. Dennis is out of here, folks.
Yelling at traffic.
I can't see anybody in it. It's got to
Yeah,
be a surprise.
I'm not a
return.
fan of this. I'm not a fan of this at all, of this Rumble
This
here.
one only
It's-
shows 15 people. First of all, can we get Johnny friggin' Knoxville out of there? That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah. But
I know.
with all the talent they got that they're going to be able to throw in this
Yeah,
Rumble
have that
from
guy.
across from all their platforms, as far as Raw, SmackDown, NXT UK, and whatever surprise extras that come in for one night only. My pick, I'm going to tell you right now, my pick for the Rumble is Austin's Theory.
That's my
That's
pick.
my pick.
Come on, man. You can't steal my pick. That was mine.
He is McMahon's golden goose right now. He's gonna be the next it guy to take the company and run the ball as being their face of the company, like John Cena, Hogan, Brett.
I got another possibility. Kevin Owens possibly could be as maybe that was what enticed him to re-sign for another 3 years, or they promised him something. I don't know.
Could be,
because there were of course rumors of him to AEW, and then suddenly they announced, he's staying for 3 more years.
Pat saying that Damian is his
Damian Priest. I would love to see that.
I can't see it though.
I would love to see that guy win.
Yeah. Yeah, but hands down.
Yo, Flex, what's up, brother?
All right, you just seen that now?
Yes, sir.
You just seen that now? Yeah. Tuning into the show, we have a legendary independent superstar, Mr. Flex Willard, chiming in. People didn't notice earlier, a little bit earlier when he said morning. If people don't know, Pat Bernard, aka Frankie Frizzo.
You only said good morning 4 minutes ago.
What? Well, earlier. That's earlier. Yeah, I put it up on the screen.
Oh, I didn't see that. Dude.
But yeah, if Flex was in the Rumble, Flex would be my pick. He's taking the Rumble, but he's not. So, like I said, it's Austin's Theory for me. Because, like I said, with this whole cast of crew and everyone across the board that's going to be thrown into it, the most exciting thing about the Rumble is the surprise entrants, the ones who haven't been around for a while, as well as the trickery of saving yourself, a la Kofi Kingston. What tactic will he do to save himself from being eliminated from the Rumble? Same with Naomi in the women's. So
yeah, of course they're going to come out. Kofi's going to have some kind of crazy way of how he gets back in, but eventually he'll get eliminated. But yeah, this picture here, I agree with you, Gio, because he's the new bright shining star, and that's Austin Theory. But for me, it's hard to say because this is only a small picture right here, and there's going to be tons of surprises. I mean, they might add a few names tomorrow on Raw.
A few. There's only 15 on the poster. They have to add at least 15.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow on Raw, I'm sure a couple people will say I've entered myself. Same thing with SmackDown. They'll do the same thing.
I hope no more celebrities.
No, thank you. Please.
Non-wrestling celebrities, I mean.
You know, it'd be funny if they threw the curveball and Sami Zayn got rid of Johnny Knoxville.
Why are they doing something on TV right now?
Yeah, where Knoxville tosses Zayn over the top rope.
So that's what they're going to do then.
Yeah. I got a question for T. T, with your expertise, the question I have is: no one that's in WWE currently, that whole Forbidden Wall thing, the Forbidden Door, who would you see come into the Rumble that's not signed with WWE and go over if they would bring an outside person in and go over?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's the most obvious. He's not
I was
signed
gonna
yet.
say I was gonna say Jericho.
Jericho's
I
still
think
on the contract though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Unless they're doing something behind unless they're working some deals behind the scenes that we don't know about, where Tony Khan's sitting down with Vince having dinner and they're doing some shit and be like, hey, let's just keep dogging each other on air and let people think we're at war. You never know. I'm like, hey, they could swerve us.
Yeah, see that's what is so enticing about this Rumble, is because of that factor. That's what started it with the women's with Mickey James. So now everybody's going to have their eyes tuned in, because we don't know if somebody from, like you said, an outside promotion is going to come in.
I got my one scenario here though, and it still leads to Austin Theory winning though. If they were going to bring someone in that the fans really don't know much about, except for the diehard fans who watch everything, like even like new Japan and stuff like that. I mentioned it before, having Will Ospreay come in. Ospreay, like Final Four guys could be like AJ Styles, Will Ospreay, Austin Theory, and somebody else, like the Final Four guys, and they just like put on a clinic as the Final Four, just like bam, bam, hitting all these fucking high spots and this. And I'm thinking Montez Ford can pull that off with these gentlemen. Have these four go at it, or even Rey Mysterio, whichever. And then, but then coming down to Ospreay and fucking Theory. But like I said, with
Cool.
But Theory being the golden goose for Vince is still going over though. But I really would love to see Ospreay in there though. But I know I'm getting my hopes high, and I'm gonna get shot down like on Valentine's Day. So it is what it is. But like I said, my pick, Austin Theory. Joey's pick, Austin Theory. T, who's your main pick, your number one pick or whatever?
I have none.
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 And you're going for Austin too.
Yep.
He's one of my top four.
I was gonna say
he's
your pick
one of my top four.
Your pick is that guy Manny. His last name's Moore, Manny Moore, and his partner also appearing. Also appearing is his partner.
No. But Austin is my front runner though.
Oh, definitely, hands down. Unless he gets eliminated at the end, and they set up a thing where McMahon's disappointed in him. He gotta rebuild his trust with Vince. Ends up winning Money in the Bank or something like that. Do they have the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Do they have Money in the Bank pay-per-view still? Or is it Money in the Bank at Mania? At Mania. Don't they have a Money in the Bank match at Mania though?
No, just
no.
once in a while.
No. Just a Money in the Bank now, I think.
Yeah, now it's just the pay-per-view itself.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you see it, I'm wearing one of our Breakfast and BodySlams shirt. Don't threat. You can get one too, just like this. Breakfast and BodySlams podcast. Simply go to our page at the BodySlams podcast page, and you go to BodySlamsPodcast.com. Let me see. Right there it is up at the top. And you go over there, you go to our pod shop page where they have a bunch of shirts. all the money and proceeds go back to the website here. That way we can keep it running, as well as our program to use to send out to you people. You got that shirt. You got the one that I'm wearing currently right now, the original Breakfast and Body Slams t-shirt. We have Thursday Night Slam, where you can catch us every other Thursday with a special guest as we're doing the interviews as well. That's a classy t-shirt. I really like that neon there going on.
It's a nice shirt.
We have our pop-up pipe bombs as well, which can happen anytime, anywhere with anyone, which we haven't done any recently lately. With everything going on yesterday, I thought about doing one yesterday, me and Joey, while we were at Pro Wrestling Magic, but we didn't get a chance to. But yeah, but that's an awesome shirt there too. Well, you can hardly see the outline of this one. It's our OnlyFans parody shirt of the BodySlams podcast. That's right. I like that guy. And our Run DMC parody one as well. But yeah, you can get them exclusively on our pod shop on right there on BodySlamspodcast.com. Now, me and speaking of Pro Wrestling Magic that I mentioned, me and Joseph was at Magic last night, and we had fun galore. It was
a packed house, man.
Yes. They're getting, after with everything that happened with COVID and stuff, they're starting to get their fan base back up slowly but surely. Some shows more than others, I think, due to the weather and all that stuff recently. Numbers were down. Plus, there's a lot of other indie shows out there doing their thing as well. So it's hard when you're a fan of all these different shows and you can't be at all of them at the same time. So sometimes you got to pick and choose. But last night was phenomenal. It was, you know what? When I looked at the lineup, it looked like a long ass night, but technically it wasn't.
No.
But they were streaming live on IWTV, and you can go back and watch the replay of it. And if you're not a member, please sign up. Use promo code MAGIC, and check out Pro Wrestling Magic's most recent show, which happened yesterday. They had the pre-show, which I don't believe it aired on IWTV. We got to see Pancakes taking on the man Abs. There's a lot of man. It was.
By the way, there were no pancakes and there was no abs in this match.
Yeah, I was
no actual pancakes. There was
Yeah,
the New Day wasn't there to throw pancakes to the crowd, and there wasn't one ab to be found.
Yeah, exactly. So
if you count the pre-show, we were out of there in like 3 hours. I mean, it was a really like you said. I expect. I mean, the card, the card that was written out was like 2 pages long, so it seemed like a lot longer than. But yeah, man, we were out of there in like 3 hours.
Well, when you think about it, actually, the whole card could have fit on one page. It's just that the second page was a whole list of the Rumble. That was the second page. It was just a Rumble listing. Yes, they had a Rumble there too. So you got to see this Rumble before the Royal Rumble. So that works out. Yeah. So Pancakes, he picked up the victory over Abs. This was all on the pre-show. 2 guys I haven't seen before. Legit Perfect Perkins ended up beating Joseph Alexander, and it was a nice steady pace match, back and forth. 2 young talents, and at the end of the match, Jay George came out and awarded these 2 guys Pro Wrestling Magic contracts. I don't know if he has the authority to do that. But Shane Fear is the general manager, so we definitely have to look into that to see if Jay George is certified to give contracts out, just handing them out to people.
Yeah, I was asking for one. He wouldn't even look at me. He didn't even acknowledge I said anything to him.
Oh wow!
And our first names both start with J. Come on, man.
Know,
Joey Evans, Jay George. Come on, bro. The hell?
And Magic gave us a surprise. They added an extra kickoff pre-show match with newcomer Michael Blade with his ballet sister. We were joking about this. They had different names.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. If it was a
We're
sister,
like-
why is she? It was
like-
Raven something or other. I forget her last name now.
Yeah, it's like why they got different last names? They're probably
Different
got
fathers. Yeah.
yeah, different fathers, different, maybe one's married, I don't know. Against our old time buddy friend, a regular Jet when he's backstage with us, but he's as tough as nails when you get in the ring with him, none other than Preacher.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he took this kid to school. The young boy, he was very hard hitting, delivering some nice stiff ass kicks, I noticed. But Preacher ate him. He took him for what it is, and he dealt out that ass whooping on Mr. Blade. So and that was just the pre-show. So then to jump to the main card, it kicked off. I did not see this kicking off with a championship match. And it was your boy Jay George, who don't even want to talk to you. Him and his arrogance way with his with his crew, with his director and whoever else, his bodyguard, they were with him, and they were taking on the Dark Arts champion, Everett Cross. Now, Cross is like the master of the drivers. He loves dropping people on their heads.
I'm bowing out. My phone
You're
dying.
heading out? All right.
Yeah, my phone dying.
All right. T's out of here. Hopefully we get everything worked out for by next week. So you got all week to figure it out. All right, T. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
And then there was 3.
What's happening? Oh my god.
Yeah. So
yeah, he does. Everett Cross does Uber, right? The king of the drivers, or Lyft, one of those.
No.
Is that what he means? The god of the driver, or whatever the hell. The god of the Uber driver. He should have a giant Uber logo on his tight on his gear.
That'd be hot. That way he's dropping people on their heads though. But he walked away still reigning Dark Arts champion, and also as well, not only that, not just the title match was on the line, but also it was a Rumble spot for a Rumble entrance spot as well. We had several Rumble spots on the show as well. So yeah, he picked up the victory. He walked out still the champion, and he earned his Rumble spot.
Now, all these guys that you're watching, do you like? Is there anyone that you feel like that has that it factor that you could see him going further than
all of them? All of them.
Darius Carter.
Yes, Darius is one of the top ones.
I've said this a bunch of times for the last few years. Darius Carter is a guy that, for some reason, doesn't have a contract on some kind of national TV show, and he should. And AEW comes around, and they use local indie guys for Dark and Dark Elevation and some spots in Dynamite. Why is Darius Carter not on one of those shows? That's insane.
Well, I'm gonna tell you again, Mikey. Get IWTV.
Yeah.
So when you can't make it to the shows that me and Joey's, so when me and Joey's at these shows and you can't make it, you can actually sit home and you can watch it live from home as we're there going on. You can, so that way you'll be well aware of what's going on and what we're talking about and then who these guys are. So you'll know everything we know.
All right.
So yeah, it's only $100 for the whole year. You pay once for the whole year. Excuse me. Next up the bat, we had Gabriel Sky taking on newcomer Dante Leon. Gabriel Sky, we've seen him not just here on Magic, but also in Invictus as well. This kid been working everywhere for like the last let me see for the last 2-3 years now. I think I watched him. He really stepped up his game. What he does, very professional. Like I said, back there, that's a big plus for me. Guys behind the scenes, behind the curtain, what you don't see out there in the ring. What goes on behind the scenes goes far with me. Big plus, big kudos to anyone who comes in as a true professional, and he's one of those guys. And I can see Gabriel definitely making some headways in the next within 2022. But yeah, he picked up the victory on Dante Leon. It was the first time meeting. It was Dante's very first match here at Magic. Hopefully, we get to see this kid come back. I like to see some more of this. It should be really entertaining. But then following that, we had a treat. It was a surprise. We had what is that in the background? I hear some music playing.
Oh,
Not me.
Kate, can you shut your door? She's got SpongeBob on.
Oh God. All right. We had a treat as it was for the Pro Wrestling Magic Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, Billy Dixon, taking on the champion, Erica Lee. Oh my God. This was hard hitting. Erica Lee does always surprise me. She does not leave me disappointed whatsoever. Billy Dixon, definitely bigger, a little bit stronger, but with Erica's ability and all the stuff she has in her arsenal, she brought her A game, and almost picked up the victory. But yes, there's a but out there. But the ref got knocked out when Billy Dixon charged Erica into the corner, and the ref just happened to be in between the corner and the two of them. Referee got knocked out, rode to the outside of the ring. Erica thought she had tried to pick up the victory eventually, but Billy ended up putting her in a crossface. I believe he had her tapping out, but there was no ref whatsoever. But out of nowhere, cashing in his key to the kingdom, your boy Darius Carter comes in, shit cans. That's right, I said shit cans. Billy Dixon, and then takes advantage of Erica and winning the Pro Wrestling Magic Heavyweight Championship. And there you have it. Your boy just put another notch in his belt, and now, if he wasn't on people's radars then, he's definitely on people's radars now with being the current Pro Wrestling Magic Heavyweight Championship. And kudos to Darius. He picked the right moment in time to cash that key in.
Yep.
And now what's in store for the future? Who's going to be his future opponent? We do not know until I guess we get through the rest of this card here. I don't know. But yeah, that was like I said, if you have not watched it, go back, watch the replay. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Great. It was a real good show. And we're not even done yet.
No. Match 4, Donovan, the junior heavyweight champion, came out. He cut a promo, pretty much begging for some challenge out there, that there's nobody out there who can beat him. And plus, the match was for a Rumble spot as well, and he put his junior heavyweight championship on the line. He asked for an opponent. Out come GKM, He was a smart aleck. He called the kid Kofi. I guess GKM stands for generic Kofi Mid Carter. So
Wow.
so he's like, yo, you ain't nothing. I can beat you easily.
By the
Send me
way,
somebody else.
GKM is a student of LSG, Leon St. Giovanni from ROH, who's been at Ring
Yes,
of
he
Honor
was
in the
there.
last
He was there
5 or
last
6
night.
years. So he was there last night, kind of checking out his student and seeing how, how he did against whoever Pro Wrestling Magic was going to put him against. I don't think he knew before they got there, but he did real good, and I was very happy to see LSG. It's another guy that I love. Um, it's funny because the last time I saw him in person was at a Monster Factory show, and he had a mask, not a face mask like a COVID mask. He just had a mask on. And when I was in the locker room to say hello, and he came up and like stared at me with his mask on, and I'm like, okay. I didn't know who it was. I'm like, okay. And he took the mask off, and it was LSG. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then last night, I was standing next to him, and he had a hat on and a COVID mask, and all I could see was eyes. So I didn't think anything of it. And then he tapped me on the shoulder, and turned around, and he took his mask off, and it was him. I'm like, Jesus. I didn't even know it was him.
You gotta watch him. He's sneaky. He's a sneaky little fella.
Mojo Riley? Who the hell's that?
From WWE.
Yeah,
Well, he's
that
not
was
with
Mojo
WWE.
Rawley. That was Mojo
No.
Rawley. Who's Mojo Riley?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This
So
is the
so-
gobbler. I mean,
so Donovan Donovan was not impressed with GKM. So he asked for another opponent. Send somebody else out. And who answers the call? None other than the Shamrock Shooter himself, Killian McMurphy, coming out with Big Dust at his side. So this match started off hot and heavy, especially between Killian and Donovan. They ended up getting rid of GKM early on in the match. We did not know, honestly. We're in the back watching the monitors. We did not know what the hell happened to GKM. Because all we saw was McMurphy and Donovan in the ring going at each other, just beating the living piss out of each other. But apparently every time GKM tried to get back in, somehow he got shit canned back out. But eventually he worked his way back in, and it was on fire. The three of them, this match could have went in any direction. GKM could have picked up the victory easily, even just pinning McMurphy, taking that Rumble spot and taking the champ, but he didn't. It just showed that it was too much for GKM between McMurphy and Donovan. Donovan once again proving why he is the junior heavyweight champion. Walks away with that Rumble spot and keeping intact his junior heavyweight title. Now we're on to the main event right before the Rumble. This match was made at the previous Pro Wrestling Magic show with Vinny Pacifico, which he could not perform at the last event due to whatever injury or something he had going on. I do not remember, but he requested that when he's on the next show, he wanted some real competition, and real competition is what he got, folks. None other than the American Wolf himself, Davey Richards. Yo, I did not think that was my first time seeing Davey Richards in person, face to face.
Oh, really?
Yes, I never seen him face to face in person. That was the first night. You didn't. I didn't realize how built he was or how short he was. I thought he was bigger. But him and Vinny were pretty much like the same size, and plus Vinny, he bulked up a lot more too, as well, in size too. But this match went back and forth. It was clearly in Davey's favor, regardless from his history, from his technique, his skills, his skill set, his no die attitude, and all that stuff. This was clearly Davey Richards' match to come in and 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 um and teach one of these young guys a lesson in the world of professional wrestling. But that's right. There's another but. There's too many buts in the world. I swear to God. Vinny Pacifico ended up rolling up. He rolled through. I forget how it was. I have to go back and replay it in my head. But he ended up rolling up Davey Richards and picking up the victory. Like, holy shit. And prior to the match, here's the bad part, though. Prior to the match, General Manager Shane Fair was ring announcing, and he said this match was it was for a spot in the Rumble, and he mentioned it was for the number 20th spot for number 20. Unfortunately, there was a lot of 19 other guys in the back bitching and moaning about what went down, about the spot number that he needed to make what's right, and he didn't want his head on the chopping block. So unfortunately, before Vinny had to leave the ring, he had to break some good news and bad news. Good news is Vinny won that 20th spot, that final spot, because there was only 20 participants supposed to be in the Rumble. The bad news is that 20th and final spot was for spot number 1 in the Rumble. So he told Vinny, hey, you could either A, take this victory, go home, celebrate for the night, and that's it, or you can take that number 1 spot entrant in this Rumble and go through 19 other competitors in the Rumble. Instead of taking his ball and going home and celebrating, Vinny manned up. He picked up that victory. The ball's in his court. He picked up the victory on Davey Richards, and he said he will accept that number 1 spot in the Rumble and roll with it. So yeah, in that Rumble, it ended up being Vinny Pacifico, and we got to see a lot of people in this Rumble. I have a list of the talent that was in there. I'm just gonna run down the list of everyone, the participants. We had Alex Raymond, Trey Felipe, Smiley, Everett Cross, the returning of Catred, Steve Off, Azrael, Steve Pena, Tyree Taylor, the return of Stephen Higgins, a surprise by Shane Fair. Holy shit, the GM himself.
Yo,
made,
I liked the fact that Shane Fair entered the Rumble, was getting beat up, and was like verbally yelling and screaming in pain while he's going to be up, and he would pause his yelling to announce the next entrant, and then go back to yelling. It was hilarious. I love that guy. That guy is great.
True professional. And we got to see us another surprise right after Shane Fair. The lights went dim. It turned airy, very chilly in there. It was like purple and black lighting. We got to see the Bundertaker. That's right.
What?
The wrestler known as Hot Dog came out as the Bundertaker.
Like hot dog bun, get it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not only that, we got to see a bunch of big men too as well.
Is there going to be somebody named like Grilled Chicken soon? Because there's a fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So there had to be hot dog, of course, because that's the only logical thing. Is,
Be
hey,
fried
that
chicken,
guy's cheeseburger. I could be a hot dog. There'll be a fried chicken. There'll be a potato salad.
You can come out in a meatball suit.
I was the meatball champion at one point. Remember?
All right. We also had Vargas, the big man who's about what? About was it 7 foot? How tall is Bruno?
Bruno's 6'10".
Oh, six. Oh, close enough. El
Insane.
El El Oso Blanco, Bruno, Anthony Gamble, colossal Mike Law brought his barbell into the ring, his weights, and just tossed them on people and stuff. We got to see another big man, John Tella, the junior heavyweight champion, Donovan, and Jay George. Even though Jay George lost his spot match earlier against Everett Cross, Jay George by hook or crook paid somebody off to get in the Rumble though as well. So that was your 20 participants. We seen a whole lot of surprises. It was like it was a great. We had the countdown going on. The crowds was right on the edge of their seats. We seen the rivalry between Alex Raymond and Steve Off going at it when Raymond turned on Steve Off at the last event. So
Yeah.
and then we seen the two big men, Bruno and John Tella. They stared off in the middle of this ring and they just start cleaning house, and then it came down to the junior heavyweight champion, Donovan, which he was number 19 entrant. So that was advantage for him. And Vinny Pacifico was still in there. Like, holy shit. This kid just had a match with Davey Richards, and now he's just last in this Rumble, and now he's here at the end. Like, and fortunate enough, Vinny, that's right, I'm gonna get a little hoarse there. Vinny picked up the victory of winning the Rumble. So this was a big celebratory night.
That was a big night,
Mr.
yeah.
Yes, for Mr. Pacifico. So for yous out there who do not know of any Pacifico, not just watch Pro Wrestling Magic on IWTV, go Google him, look him up on YouTube. Vinny Pacifico. He was just not too long ago on AEW as well.
Yep. Nice little Italian guy.
Yeah.
Not little at all, by the way. I don't mean that. I mean he's Italian.
He's little, but he's jacked though too. He's jacked. He's a big kid. But yeah. So what is the future gonna hold out now? My question is this Rumble spot like the other Rumble spot where you earn a championship title match? Because we already see the keys, the key to the kingdom, which is like Money in the Bank, and Darius cashed that in and became the champion. Now, does Vinny win a title match against the new champion, or does he get to pick anybody that he gets to?
I think he gets to win. I think he gets to win the Rumble. That's it.
Okay.
After defeating Davey Richards too. So.
And this was the Chad Adams Memorial.
Rumble. Yeah.
Dedicated to Chad Adams.
What a good dude he was, man.
I wasn't around for Chad, but Joey, if he was, do you have any insight on Mr. Adams?
Yeah, he was a real good guy. He's the guy that not brought me into Magic. I don't think I've ever worked for them, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he was always very welcoming. Every time I was there, he would say hello. Him and his wife would come up and say hello. I mean, she wasn't there all the time, clearly, but he was just always such a good. He's one of those guys that you meet him and you talk to him and you're like, man, this guy is way too nice to be in the wrestling business. You know what I mean? We've all met guys like that. Like, this guy's way too nice to be doing this, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, he should be doing so much better somewhere else. And yeah, I don't know. He was his passing was a huge shock to everyone that knew him, and he was always, like I said, he was always really, really good to me, and I love that kid, and I hope he is resting easy.
Yes. Now, folks, I'd like to thank everybody at Pro Wrestling Magic for having for welcoming me and Joey into their family there. Where it's awesome to catch up with some old faces, meeting some new faces, and we always have a good time there. You know, it's like so and for the fans, it's awesome for the fans. The fans come out, they see an awesome night of action packed wrestling. Um, and if you like indie stuff, today, matter of fact, if you're listening to this right now, it's going on 1 o'clock. Probably within the next hour, probably I think I like 2 or 3 o'clock, I believe. Pro Wrestling R. You can find their information out on Facebook. If you're in like the Philly, South Jersey area, they'll be having a show at Skid Row Academy any hour now. Like I said, I think it's either like probably like 2 o'clock. I think the bell time is. So if you got time to get to the Skid Row Academy, please go there, support them. I can't be able to make it myself. I'm a little bit far away to make that. I'm close enough to make the drive, but I won't make it there in time. So, but yeah, that pretty much sums up our week. You know, especially with Magic. Next week, is well, since Rumble is Saturday, I probably won't be able to get to do Rumble, but I have to watch it when I get home, I guess, or something.
We can
But
do the
we had-
results next week, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
we can do our Rumble review next week. Will be the Royal Rumble review, as well as Joe. Are you going to Invictus next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be
and
there.
following the Rumble, we will give our Invictus review as well.
Yes.
So, and our man Mikey up there will touch upon any news if there's in the news realm. If you starting today all the way to next week, just keep notes every day. When you see something new, write your own notes down. That way you can fill us in on news, notes, and whispers of what's going on in the wrestling world. Try to get the juicy stuff, the real good stuff. Not no mediocre stuff. Get the good stuff. Okay,
yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that I've been looking through. It's like, it's not really worth mentioning.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, just like keep notes as you go all week. That way you don't have to go back and try to find the stuff again a second time around or whatever. So if you stay on top of it as you're going, it'll make things much easier for all of us. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for episode 4 of Breakfast and Body Slam season 2. I'm Chio. That up there is Mikey, the Saint Bernard, the better Bernard, your Italian hero, Mr. Joseph Joey Image, that image guy, ProWrestlingTees.com, that image guy. Or no,
No.
Just
ProWrestlingTees.com/Joey Image. Please.
Joey Image.
Thanks.
Yes. And go
hey,
to
is there a PW? Oh no, all right, never mind. Sorry.
Is there what?
I was going to ask if there was a store for our stuff, but I forgot that it's not on that. It's on the
not on there. We're on our podcast. Yeah, it's our pod shop. It's on the BodySlamsPodcast.com, the pod shop. I should make a Pro Wrestling Tees page, but at the same time, do we make any money off of Pro Wrestling Tees though?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you do make money?
If you have a store, yes. Right now, we don't.
No.
But yes.
We on our regular pod shop, we actually make money off of that too. So
yeah, we could talk about it off air, of course. But yeah, you do.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Dennis, I hope you're okay with whatever car accident happened. He had to jump off air, and our man T. Hope we get our technical issues worked out by next week. So this should be fun. So it is what it is. But like I said, I'm Chio, and for the rest of the crew here at the Body Slams podcast for Breakfast and Body Slams, don't forget us as well on Thursday Night Slam when we're scheduled. You can look for our schedule is actually on our Facebook page for our events. You can see what's coming up. And we'll see you next week with our Royal Rumble review and Invictus and News Notes and Whispers here on Breakfast and BodySlams. And that's it for today. And we are all out, folks. Peace. See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sorry, so it's this way, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm waving to myself.
We're out of here.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here.